She doesn't always lose attraction slowly. Sometimes, one habit kills it instantly. And the worst part? Most men don't even realize they're doing it. Attraction is emotional. The moment her feelings change, everything changes. The texts feel colder. The energy disappears. And suddenly, you feel her pulling away, even though nothing big happened. But here's the truth. Attraction usually dies in silence first. So if you keep making these mistakes, you may push her away without noticing. The first mistake is surprisingly common, and honestly, it feels harmless at first. You stop focusing on your own life. And suddenly, she becomes your entire world. At first, it looks romantic. Constant texting, constant attention, constant availability. But over time, it starts feeling heavy. Like your happiness depends on her mood. Women are attracted to emotional strength, not emotional dependence. Pay attention to this. Neediness slowly destroys mystery. Imagine this. She takes 2 hours to reply. And instead of staying calm, you send 3 more messages asking if she's upset. That pressure changes how she sees you, even if your intentions are good. Attraction needs space to breathe. Clinging suffocates it. The next mistake is even more dangerous, because most people confuse it with being nice. You agree with everything she says, even when you secretly disagree. You avoid conflict at all costs, because you're afraid of losing her. But here's what happens psychologically. You slowly erase your own personality. Confidence is attractive. Blind approval is not. This is where it gets interesting. Women don't want a clone of themselves. They want someone emotionally grounded, someone who can think independently. Imagine she says something unfair, and instead of calmly speaking up, you instantly apologize. Over time, respect starts fading, because you stopped being real. Attraction grows around authenticity, not fear-based behavior. Now, this next mistake hurts fast, especially in modern relationships. You become too predictable. Same conversations, same energy, same routine. Every text feels expected. Every interaction feels safe, but boring. And attraction hates boredom. It needs emotional movement. But here's the truth. Mystery creates emotional tension. Not toxic games, just having your own exciting life. Think about the beginning of most relationships. There's uncertainty, curiosity, surprise. That emotional tension creates excitement. But many people slowly kill that energy. They stop growing. They stop challenging themselves, and eventually, the relationship feels emotionally flat, like nothing new is happening anymore. The next mistake is subtle, but emotionally, it's devastating. You stop listening to understand, and start listening just to respond. She talks about her feelings, but you immediately try to fix everything. Sometimes she doesn't want solutions. She wants emotional connection. Pay attention to this. Feeling unheard destroys intimacy quietly. Imagine she says she had a stressful day, and you instantly say, Just relax, it's not a big deal. To you, that sounds helpful. To her, it feels dismissive. Emotional attraction grows when people feel understood, not judged, not rushed. Sometimes the strongest response is simple. I understand why you feel that way. Now, the final mistake is the one that destroys attraction the fastest. You lose self-respect trying to keep her, and she feels it immediately. You tolerate disrespect. You ignore red flags. You beg for attention that should come naturally, because you're afraid of being alone. But attraction cannot survive without respect, especially self-respect. This is where many people break emotionally. They think love means sacrificing their dignity. But healthy attraction works differently. The more you value yourself, the more others value you. Imagine constantly chasing someone who gives mixed signals. Deep down, your energy starts looking desperate. And desperation kills attraction quickly. Confidence keeps it alive. But here's the deeper truth. Attraction is not built through perfection. It's built through emotional balance, confidence, presence, self-respect. The moment you abandon yourself for someone else, attraction starts fading. And most people never notice it happening until the relationship already feels cold. So if you recognized yourself in these mistakes, don't panic. Awareness changes everything. Small emotional shifts create massive results over time, especially in relationships. Focus on your purpose, speak honestly, stay emotionally grounded, and never trade your self-respect for temporary attention. Because real attraction starts there. If this opened your eyes, make sure you subscribe for more psychology-based relationship videos. And remember this: the strongest attraction is never forced.